we'll try demonstrate this right quick, or as fast as we can. Right, so we've got that pane of glass there. Maybe have to sharpen it up better with computer, but this'll do so far for demonstrating. Take the background colours out. We've got reds there, so we'll lower the reds down. Right up so we can see background, and yeah, let's go into separating the midtones and shadows. Do you see how it's strange that it's just that one pane of glass must be holding is holding the energy in there? There's two energies. There's the blue energy and an orange energy. But we'll separate them for a bit. Let's have a look on it. Right, this is something I'm doing at the moment. Ghost hunters. So, soap lens in there. Take that one. And let's have a look at this one. 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, there's plenty in there. But you see the photonic energy. Get rid of the that. That. I hope everyone's okay. It's a little bit early. I'm gonna go to bed shortly. Just let's brighten it up. Yeah, they can travel down them photon tunnels there. But a little bit more paler than the other pinky reddy colours. But let's set this out. And let's have a look. So we've got see what I mean? And this is inside my light shade. Look at that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this one. Just a quick demonstration. We're going to get more into curvatures and dielectrics and whatnot. But it's not just the pearlite glass, it's quite a lot of different materials. But take care, everyone. Just gonna go through this right quick. Right, there's a ghost down here. So we're gonna take a picture from down here. Make sure it's not blurry, it's a straight up clean picture. That's okay. So now this is in the red channels, this one. Now we've got ghosts on the fireplace there on the marble, but we're looking on the mantelpiece here. So let's go separate, lower the contrasts and that down. So we're going to be looking at the red. So now we've got two points where we've put in the colour curves. So we can make either one bright and the other one dark like that. That's what we're going to be doing to find in these. But because that's a bit too excessive at the moment, I'm going to go into the standard Luma channels. And you've got your line here, your diagonal line. So it's going to go from black to white, dark to bright. And these are all your colours all together. So and the red channels on this one. You see, it's not adding any pixels or anything. All we're doing is making each bit of colour brighter or darker. And then we're essentially curving round the shades. You see, I can't take my eyes off this because I know there's somewhere in there. And there we go. You can see it's high there. I think the ghost's in the mantelpiece in that. From top to bottom, essentially. It's about half the size. That's one there moving. So we'll take a print screen of that. We'll have a look at that. Let's see if we can curve any more out of this. Just takes a little bit of time when you get used to it. I mean, there's no way that's my reflection. No way whatsoever. I'm too far away from it for it to be that size anyway as well. So So yeah, while using this, what you can do is separate your shadows. You can actually separate them into separate colours. You're just switching the colours there. I mean, obviously stay within the red spectrum, or whatever spectrum colour it is. I think it's taking shape, that. So we'll just separate that there. And I think that we should be alright. Let's spot that one. Right. I'll just take a print screen of this very quick. And then take a print screen of this, because we need to grade it again for it to be more clearer for his eyes. Not the camera, because the camera's got the clearest picture. We just need to go through the light shades, the colour shades, to find that perfect picture. And it goes with your other photos, your photography, clearing up your pictures. Like I say, I can't sharpen it up on this, but I can separate the colours pretty good using this app. So I always find it best to start off brightest and then curve down to essentially the darkest colours. And then you can brighten it up. You know the background's going to be your darkest, and the thing closer to your eyes or closer to the camera's lens is going to be the brightest. So you just essentially lining them back up. So yes, the faces are built up of tiny little moving, essentially spirits. Because I mean, I've zoomed in and gone further into these things. It's looking like a big collection. So now we've got the white in here, we can remove the white to get behind it, to see completely behind it. Need to carry on grading through, but we've got that at the moment. Now we can go back into this and essentially at the bottom grade it through like that. It's all in different channels there, the layers of your pictures and of them, the spirits, the energies. So let's see if we can curve that one round. This is just one of them. Let's go back because I've lost them. Okay. Obviously I need to clean it up, but yeah. And we can get further into it. I know there's one in there, and then there's one in that wood. Essentially stationary there. Then this one. So I'm going to brighten it up. Subtract the brightest colours out. Like so. And then you've got your colours behind the brightest colours, which are your darkest shades of the colours. So straight away that's looking like something to me, so let's focus in on this one. I always find going for shadows towards your bluest colours at best because they just seem to be darkest for my eyes, you know what I mean? It's essentially practicing, seeing what's right for you, you know. And that's definitely something is that. I mean, hiding the contrasts up is probably the best option for sharpening. But you're losing how light your colour is then. You don't want to distort it. Look at that. I mean, it's perfectly anybody else's call to, if they think that's nothing, you know what I mean? But I'm definitely on a no-go at saying that's nothing. So, yeah. There you go. Look at that. Alright, I hope you enjoyed, and take care. See you. Hope you're okay. Now, if you're still with me, we've been looking into the brightness, and now we can look closer into these entities and phenomena and metamaterials. So we've been going over basic shades and your adjustments to the brightness and your darkness there. So then we moved on to this basic adjustments to the shadows, mid-tones, and then ones closest to the shot, with a mobile phone, my old mobile phone. And then we've gone into your standard Luma channels, which are your red, blue and green channels. So we've learned how to separate from the background, brighten your foreground up, like that. We've learned how to go beyond the brightest points by darkening them and ironing up the channels around that segment to reveal the internal structures of the polymer. And this is actually a discovery of a photonic creature flying through my living room, which I recorded last year. The video recordings on the fan page, it's on the channels, and it's on all the different channels. So learn how to do that. We've learned how to get some more detail in the centre, and then we can move on by adjusting the colours what are revealed by reducing the foreground. So we're left with the channels closest to the background, in between the background and the foreground, right there. You can see something there. So we're not going to separate anymore because that will chop it down and maybe distort it again unless we line it up correctly, which just takes too long, that. But we'll be able to get a perfect picture here. So we've learned that there's no blue, we're okay. Now we're going to move on to the lab curves. It's essentially like the Luma curves, apart from, we've got the CYMK channels. You see how magenta, key, and yellows there. So we can just reset that. So what we're looking at here is sharpening up the points around that segment. So you can completely get rid of the your magenta there, your reds, and hide the greens up there. And then we're going into the hue and saturation again. Try get the colours more to the spectrum that the actual picture's in. So we've got that there. We don't need to outline anymore, but we'll just give it a bit of brightness. We'll brighten it up a bit by reducing the saturation there. Now you see with what the image has done is added the blue channels in there, because that's actually what it originally was, the picture. So now we can go back and reduce the blues. We don't have to completely reduce them, but we can get pretty close there. Go back into reds. Let's have a look what we've got going on here. And then we've got the greens. As you can see to the left hand side there, you've got a lot of colour gradient transmutation there in the electromagnetic colour spectrum of this orb. So what we're going to do is export that out. Now what I'm going to have to do is load it back up so we can zoom in on it. So from past experiences, we should know that we're going to have to sharpen it up again because we're zooming more in. So we'll take another print screen there. So yeah, it's just trying and seeing what's best with your eyes, and then you can sharpen it up on a computer, because it's got a higher resolution than on your mobile phone. This is a mobile phone app, but I mean on Photoshop or After Effects or any other software with the colour grading tools, you'll notice with it being a higher resolution, you can get more sharper in there, and it's pretty much all about transferring this image from the phone onto the computer and transferring it back, and then you've got sharper resolution, bigger resolution, you can tell more. I don't want it to be too red there. Let me go back there to the blue, define the separation, give it more sharpness there by giving it more contrast on top of brightness. And then we'll make it more white and black down here. That's white and black together. Brightness and darkness. Let's see. Up close. So we got this image here. So what we're going to be best doing, because we want to see what's in these dark areas and what's in these really bright areas which we can't see. So we're going to the CYMK channels. We can separate it by putting some more points in. Now it's looking a little bit more interesting. Now you start looking at things through a different perspective than what your eyes are showing you, innit? I mean, let's have a look here. We've got ghost faces all over the place here, for sure. Look at that. So what I want to do is get rid of the yellow. And then what we can do is go here and do the separations again to your desired, but to your preference. So we're back to blues on this one, lowering the blue channel down so we can see what's going on here. See, now we've gone over there, it's a bit too bright, so we've got to lower it down. Now what that's doing is putting all the same colours together, you know, what are scattered around, the different shades of the same colours in the image. And look at that, we're revealing some more new stuff down here. So let's take a little peek, save that out. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. There we go. Prokaryotic ectodermic nucleotides. Right there. Well, in a few seconds, we'll be able to see them a little bit better. So we want to make it more dark there, towards the background. And it's separated into different channels. So you can see it's green. We're reducing it green, so we can see behind it. Just give it a little bit more. Define the individual colours by the mid-tones brightness. And then get the colours to blend down to your blacks and your whites. Into your saturate blacks and your whites. Save that out. So this is the final part of these tutorials and steps. Looking into these things, these entities, electromagnetic entities. But I mean these are really small. That's definitely some of there. Definitely there. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. That's exactly what we're looking for. So yeah, we've got that. And that's the original. So all this is happening inside of there. Proectonuclear right there. So we'll go through the similar processes with this last image of the clip from the first part of this segment, looking into your still images, still photos. You can transfer these skills into your video formats. If you can get curvature on them. So we've got this orb from the original, which we've broken down into more basic channel colours to play with here. And now it's just putting the mid-tones in and separating the shadows within that channel spectrum, that layer of colour in the bubble, within the energy bubble. So yeah, that's my carpet, by the way, and that's just about what's firing out different colours at light. And this is that orbot was jumping over the carpet, over the rug onto the carpet. So we're in the red spectrum here. But I'm thinking these are some kind of feeds feed of a visual feed of somewhere. I mean, you'll look in a second. You'll see what I mean. But the these free demonstration examples, what I've done, they're going to be all pieced together, and they'll be on my other channels. So so everybody can see and understand how to look into these a little bit better. But I mean, it's not like it's far as well. These are pretty close inside the house. So let's have a look what's going on here. So as you can see, that's completely separate. See? Now there's definitely something going on down there. But I'm not going to look into that. If you're wanting to look into it, you're willing to take print screens of anything I've done and use this new techniques, sharpening up your images, to look further into what I've posted. What I've pointed out was unusual. So, and it goes with the other experiences and everything. So I hope you enjoyed this. Well, I've tried to be as fast as I can to demonstrate. But that's pretty much what you're looking at doing for all your images. And I hope you take care and stick with me for the future. Take care. See you.